My wife and I, we are truly overwhelmed with how many people made the effort and travelled the distance to make the best day of our lives even better. You really are our most favourite people in the world, and we couldn't have imagined a better garden full of people to spend our first few days as Mr. and Mrs. with.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please be upstanding to raise a toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Plummer.
You are now about to hear from a guy that was brave enough to take on the fiery Kate Freighter. I've known John for about 10 years, having first met him back at Harper. My first impressions back then were a friendly-looking Tintin. Not too much has changed.
Rich, I'm truly stunned we got you out of Bristol. Even whenever we tried to get you over to Gloucestershire just for a beer, 20 minutes down the road's too far, but you'll sit on a plane for 28 hours to come to New Zealand, which is absolutely baffling.
When John first told me he was moving to Australia, I have to say, I was pretty concerned. Not just because of the mere 10,497 miles between Melbourne and London, but more so because how on earth was a ginger going to cope in that heat? But it wasn't long after John stepped off that plane, he started seeing Kate, and their relationship blossomed. What did take a while, though, was for Kate to pluck up the courage and admit to her friends she had started seeing this pale-faced pomp. But on a night out with her friends, her phone went off and up flashed John Plummer. "It's a bit weird that your plumber called at this time," exclaimed one of her friends. Kate clearly didn't feel the relationship was going anywhere, and why would she? So went along with the charade that John was, in fact, her plumber. Needless to say, that didn't last too long, and before he could believe his luck, he was officially going out with Kate. Clearly the start of something special.
KF, when we first met back in 2009 in Northumberland, I remember this tall, gorgeous blonde with an amazing smile. The life and soul of the party. I moved to Melbourne expecting to work far too much, not to meet anyone, end up being homesick and going back to the UK. When we first met, that smile again was even bigger than ever. And although our first date we had to watch the All Blacks destroy the Lions, with you supporting the All Blacks, I still knew at that point you were the person I wanted to spend my life with.
And we're so proud of them to actually decide to have the wedding here. You know, it is fabulous. But I would absolutely love everybody to enjoy the night, charge your glasses and have a great celebration tonight. John and Kate, cheers.
Babes, you look.
Fuck me,
Stunning.
Incredible. God.
Annie, whenever Kate talks of her childhood, it most likely consists of fairy gardens, hundreds of thousands of sandwiches for school packed lunches, ant screams and making lemonade with you at Lindsay Road. Her New Zealand memories are some of the best, and you're one of her most favourite and most important people in the world.
JP, today I promise you this. I'll be by your side every step of the way. Almost 3 years in, but we have forever to go. I promise to try my best to remember midnight, and I won't ask for foot rubs all the time, just sometimes. You're my constant, and then some. My best friend, and the one I'll always turn to. Who knows what our next adventure will be, but at least we do know it will be so full of honesty, love, and laughter. And the hurdles? You'll have a wife to help you with those. JP, I promise to love you unconditionally, always and forever.
Kate Emma Frater, you're my best friend and the most important person in the world to me. You make me laugh every day, even when you leap out and scare the living daylights out of me. You can sense when I'm stressed or in a bad mood, and you know instantly how to bring a smile to my face. I'll always be there to celebrate your successes and comfort any failures. However, I doubt there will be any failures, as you always succeed. I promise to care for you in sickness and health, and to laugh and cry with you in good times and bad. Kate Emma Frater, I adore you so much. You are the love of my life, my whole world, and I cannot wait to spend the rest of my life with you.
I'm delighted to introduce to you all, for the first time, Kate and John as husband and wife. You may now kiss your beautiful wife.
All that I want is more than you can give me. All that I need is a simple life. I don't need no problems. No, I just want sunny skies. I cannot live without you by my side.
But last but not least, my beautiful wife. You look absolutely stunning, and everyone here will agree, and Julian's quite rightly pointed out that I am punchy. You are my best friend. I am truly honoured to be your husband, and I cannot wait to spend the rest of my life with you.
Done! I married her! She said yes! What a result!
Kate, John, I know you two have been very smug and thought you were smart by putting shots under everyone's chairs, but you two actually have 2 under your chairs. 3, 2, 1.